Hey guys, it's Karsh from OneTap. In this video, we're going to talk about how to set up alerts. So after you have invited collaborators into your account, you're already collaborating with other people on your team. For example, like your manager, maybe someone's taking care of the check-in process, or maybe you have like assistants who are helping you out. We already talked about how to add collaborators, and once you add them, everyone's looking at the same data. And then people also have access to the iOS application so they can do the check-in process. And they can also like share links, etc. And not to mention they can also download reports. Now we're going to talk about alerts in this video. So there's two different types of alerts. There's the outbound alerts, which is like stuff that goes out to the visitors, and then there's like inbound alerts for like other people on our team. So this video is primarily focused around inbound alerts, which is like for our team and stuff. And for the outbound alerts, for example, that goes out to visitors, there's just one simple setting right here called email confirmation. So if you go through the public check-in link, and for self check-in methods such as the public self check-in link and then the public check-in page, you just want to turn this on, and then people will automatically get an email confirmation after they check in. So that's gonna apply on this right here. So like as soon as you do share check-in link and you share that, and then people, for example, type in their, let's just say for example right here we have profiles. So let's just say we have like Karsh, right? My profile over here. So I'm gonna do a quick test right now where I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna go ahead and like update this email, and I'm gonna go ahead and check in. Actually, it's Anderson because that profile has my email on it. So if I do group dinner, continue as that, and then do register and check-in, I'm gonna get an email right after this, and it says right here, please check your email for the check-in confirmation email. And this is what the email would look like. It would just say like, hi, you're all set, you've been checked into this, like the name of the list, and then like the time and date when this happened. And then afterwards it's going to say yeah, contact the admin, and then it's just going to have like instructions if they were also wanting to kind of sign up for OneTap. Yeah, that's pretty much as simple as it gets for the outbound emails. Now let's talk about the inbound alerts. So first you want to head over to the alerts tab right here, and then inside the alerts tab, whenever you get here, it's going to look something like this. If I delete this alert, it's going to say create an alert. Click on that, and then the name of the alert, you can have like many alerts kind of on your account. So, and I'm going to explain why and like how this works. So in most, like for example, what you want to do for the name right here is you want to just maybe put in the person's cell phone. For example, I'm just going to say if you have a manager, or if you have like an employee or a certain person inside the company who's getting the alert, you want to just like say for example Karsh alert, maybe Karsh phone, right? So, and then the trigger right here, there's the following options, like when a check-in takes place or when a checkout takes place, as well as whenever the custom field values are changed. We're going to cover the check-in and checkout right now. So the check-in, and then you want to leave the condition empty if you want to get an alert for every single time a check-in takes place. So I'm going to like leave that empty right now, and I'm going to say the message right here is like name just showed up. And for example, this can be for a specific event, so you can be like, hey, this is, you know, just showed up today, or maybe just showed up to a specific event, etc. Also, not to mention, so like the name right here is going to get replaced with the person's name who's checking in, and that's going to be in the alert message. You can also add other custom fields here, which is also kind of cool because you can kind of like look at other information right here. So let's say hypothetically, for example, let's just say for example we're like dealing with like kids, and maybe we want to have, for example, like the person, we want to have like, maybe let's just say we have it by different group numbers, right? We have like different groups that people are in. So I'm gonna create a custom field here called group, and I already made a whole video about custom fields. So like maybe let's just say that, you know, that they're team red, yellow, blue, or like purple, and do an add right here, save. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to check in Anthony, and I'm going to assign Anthony into the group blue, and I'm just going to put this in the alert right here, just showed up. He is assigned to team, and then I'm going to say, might want to like kind of come back to this, because if you add a custom field you want to go back to the alert so that it refreshes, and you can say name just checked in, assigned to group right here, okay? And I'm gonna say this is gonna go out to Karsh phone, and I'm gonna say that the trigger is just check in, and then the destination right here, this is where you put the SMS in there. So right now we only support SMS, so I'm just gonna put my phone number in there right now to do the SMS alerts. And then as soon as I've done that, you're going to see the alert right here, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go over here, I'm going to take Anthony, and I'm going to go over on a list and then do the check-in. Now this check-in can take place in, like, for example, through a self check-in link, because it doesn't really matter where the check-in takes place. I'm just going to do this on the dashboard. So assuming that, like, we're just doing this, we're just the admins and we're just trying to, like, quickly check people in through the dashboard. So I'm going to go right here and I'm going to check in Anderson, and I believe, oh, it was Anthony. That's what the name was. And I'm going to show you guys what the text message looks like. So over here on this side, I have my iPhone that's doing the screen mirroring. So I can see that it says right here, Anthony has checked in, and he says she is assigned to Blue, right? And one above, we didn't have an assignment. So yeah, it's simple as that. So you can set up an alert. You can also customize the message, or you can just keep it something really simple, like this person with this name is checked in, etc., or here's their phone number, etc. So if you imagine, like, if you have an event or something like that and you want to set up a notification system for VIPs, or you just want to know whenever a guest comes in, you can set it up like that. Now you can also add rules in there. So like, let's say for example, if you have an event notification, right, I'm going to say VIP notifications, right? And I'm going to say every single time a check-in takes place, and then the person is maybe assign, like, you know, VIP, right? Like, so like a VIP status. Or let's say for example, another one is like visitor type. So I have like many people. For example, let's just say if I'm running like a little bit of a program, like, you know, that's in person, and I have like volunteers checking in, and I have like students checking in, I have like parents checking in, etc. What I can do is I can go over here and I can assign people like different types. For example, like different, you know, same way that we had groups, we can say visitor type, and we can just say, okay, this person's, for example, like an employee, right? Kyle's an employee. So I'm going to go ahead and add Kyle into the list. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a check-in right here. There's a whole video on how to do check-ins with kiosk mode, self check-in, and all that. This is just like keeping it simple right here, where we're doing the check-ins as an admin. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say visitor type equals employee. And then I'm just going to say employee. I'm just going to say like name. And then maybe they have an ID number, right? So I can say like ID number has checked in. And then just say something like this alert is for employees only, right? For employee check-ins only. And then the same destination right here, the SMS. And then once you create that alert, I'm gonna go right here and I'm gonna take Kyle and I'm gonna give him an employee number, so like maybe 900. And then go right here and then refresh this list and then check in Kyle, and we're gonna see what type of notification we get. So here's my iPhone right here, and we can see that it has the name right here, Kyle, and it has the 900, which was templated, has checked in, and then this alert is for employee check-ins only. So that's how you can add a condition right here, and you can be like, only send me an alert whenever this condition is met. And then like, yeah, the destination and all that. And then like the same exact thing for checkout. So you could also be like, the checkout doesn't have rules and stuff. It just says like, you know, it's just based on like certain triggers. So you can just be like checkout alerts, and then just say checkout, and then you can just be like, yeah, for example, this person just walked out. Now if we go into this list and we want to make sure that the checkouts are enabled, I made a whole video about checkouts and how to turn that on. And then I'm going to go right here and I'm going to go over and check out someone. So I'm going to check out this person right here. And then I'm going to get another alert message that's going to say, yeah, this person, for example, has checked out. So yeah, pretty simple, pretty easy, pretty like easy to use, pretty easy to configure. This is how you can like configure check-in alerts, and then you can also configure checkout alerts just like that. And it's going to be our text message that we're going to get. We're going to say Anderson has just walked out. Cool. So there are other alerts for custom field updates, and you can set them up the same exact way. Basically, like if a custom field changes, so like if, for example, like let's just say, for example, someone is previously like at table number 1, right? And maybe now you want to put them on table number 2. You can kind of put that, and then you can get alerts whenever their table number changes. And then you pretty much get like the same type of alert. For example, I said one right here that says Emily's custom field has changed. You know, the visitor type value has changed. You can also put the final value over there as well. And yeah, it's pretty cool and it's pretty useful. So if you just want to keep track of like what's going on inside the profiles tab, like if your team's working together and someone's changing values for the table number, you can set up alerts for that. Or if it's happening at the day of the event, if it's happening on the ground, for example, people are shifting tables, you can get alerts for that. For example, I just set one up that just says this person is now at table 2, right? And this is based on custom field update. And this is what we're gonna get. We're gonna get a notification. I just changed George's table to table number 2. So yeah, there's just a lot of different use cases that you can set up with this. For example, primarily to intended around events when you want to track VIPs and certain important people that are coming in. So let's say, for example, you have like sales reps or like maybe specific account managers who need to attend to certain VIP clients. You can set up alerts for them. Or if you just want to know what's going on, for example, for security reasons, who's leaving the building, who's entered the building, you can set that up as well. Keep other team members in the know if they don't have one tap or they're not checking one tap, they're just kind of, taking care of other stuff, and you just want them to get that SMS just to be a little bit of a nudge to attend to guests or pay attention to certain things. You can set up alerts. Yeah, it's pretty simple to use. Let us know if you have any questions. This will be on our community post, and if you have more suggestions around alerts and what we can work on, definitely make sure to post that on the community.